What's up, everybody? It's your boy Brad, and don't forget, it's always sunny with Brad. I want to thank you for listening, viewing, and subscribing. And I want to welcome you to this journey. This is not just going to be a podcast of myself. Maybe the first couple episodes it may be, but then I'm going to expand and grow and talk to different people about their life and how maybe I can help them in real estate in different ways, or maybe how they might be able to help you, the viewers, in different ways. But I just wanted to start this by introducing myself. My name is Brad Berlin. I am from Philadelphia. Just kidding. I'm from Allentown or Whitehall, but most people don't know that. And so I gotta tell you, Philadelphia, closest landmark. Go Birds. But so that's where I'm from. I moved to Florida 4 years ago. I moved down here. I never stepped foot in Florida, but it was during COVID, and I was like, I'm moving down there. Loved it, fell in love with it. And then I ended up moving back to Pennsylvania. I missed the cold. I was a psychopath. Just kidding. I didn't miss the cold at all. But I moved back up there. Some life events happened that I'm sure we'll get into in this series. And then I moved back down here about 2 years ago now. So now fully I've been here, about 4 years altogether now, which is wild. I never would have thought of it. But I'm so grateful to be back here. And a little bit about my real estate background. So I moved here in 2020, and I was not in real estate. I ran a couple of LA Fitnesses or Sportas, and then one day I was like, I had enough. I'm tired of working for somebody. I want to do my own thing. And my mom said I always had the face for radio. Let that sink in. Just kidding. She didn't say that. But she was like, you should do real estate. I was like, yeah, I should. I should. So I went through the classes, did that, uh, put my 2 week notice in. I might have just left. Not a good choice because I was in management, so that wasn't fun. But anyway, so then I got into real estate and I joined the team. I joined the team. It was a great team. I love everybody on there. Even still to this day, one of my best friends is still on that team. Kendall, shout Kendall. But so I was able to do that. I did well my first 6 months, and I was like, well, move back to Pennsylvania. Uh, so I was like, I still want to be doing something in real estate. I just didn't have my license in PA. So I ended up getting into leadership. And then for about 2.5 years after that, or about 3 years after, I've been in leadership. And that's crazy. Uh, Leadership and agent production is much different, but you're still helping people out and you're helping people figure out, the wonderful world of real estate. And we'll get into that in a little bit. But then I just kind of got tired of being in leadership. I wanted to do my own thing, stop working for somebody else, and work for myself. So now I work for my wife, dog, and cat. But hey, I love them as bosses. They're great. So that's just a little bit about me. Put in your questions, send me DMs if you want to learn more. Again, I don't want to make this about me, even though it is. It's always sunny with Brad. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, so feel free to drop that question. So one thing that I want to do is I want to answer some questions that I've gotten and some people have asked. So a few people have asked, what made you leave production and step into leadership in the first place? And that was simple. Moved to Pennsylvania, didn't have my PA license, so I got into leadership. I was an assistant team leader, agent service coordinator, jumped into recruited a bunch of people, and then when I moved back to Florida, I was able to get the Market Center Tech training job. Did that with recruiting as well, and I did a bunch of other stuff, not just MCTT. Um, then, what did leadership teach you about real estate that you never would have learned as an agent? Um, Persevere, work hard. To be honest, when I was an agent in the beginning, I was on a team, and knowing what I know now is that I am glad that, or any new agent that comes into real estate should be an agent by themselves. Be a single agent for your first 4 to 6 months. Figure it out. Go through the trials. Then, if you're like, hey, this is great, but I want to join a team, awesome. Go join that team then. But at least you have that opportunity to learn the fundamentals by yourself. And I'll give you an example. as I was on a team, I didn't do anything past. I got the contract accepted, did the negotiating, but we had a transaction coordinator. They did all the paperwork stuff. I don't like paperwork stuff. It's not my strong suit. Ask my wife. She's like, I'll take care of the paperwork. But so I didn't learn that. And now as a single agent, I'm going through all this and like, shoot, I didn't learn that. Now I got to go back and learn it. And I'm just going to hire a TC once the ball gets rolling, once I sell some homes that I can pay for that. I'm not going to have my buyer pay for that or seller pay for that. I'll do that for now. But yeah, so that's something. Um, and then another question. What surprised you most about returning to production after being in leadership? When I was in production, when I first started, it was during the boom, and you could throw a contract up and get it accepted. Now it's not the case. Buyer's market down here, so you really have to harness your skills, do your due diligence, script and role play daily. You have to know your scripts. So that was instilled with me on that team, and I appreciate them for that. Script and role play was 8:30 to 8:45. That's the goal to do every day. Now I just do a chat GPT and a couple of new agents in the office. So that's pretty fun. So a couple other questions. Again, I'm just going to go through a little bit of this podcast. It won't be up too much stuff. And it might not even be questions, but who are some people that helped shape who I am today? Honestly, there's a bunch of people in real estate. Kendall, my man, he was great. Even Matt, the team leader of the team I was on, he was awesome and still is awesome. And all of those agents, Rachel, Abby, all of them, even the newer agents that I met when my second stint there, like Victor and a whole bunch of them as well. And then uh, moving from PA. So this is the thing I want. I want you all to know. When I moved from PA to here in the first time, I had about a month. I had about a month to move here, so I had some time to get things together. The second time, I had 15 days. So if you need to know how to move quickly, I am your man. I can help you with that relocation process. The second time, what I did was I bought a ticket, an Amtrak ticket. It was from Virginia to Sanford, Florida, which is about 3 hours from where I am in Tampa and St. Pete. So I bought that ticket, and that was a ticket for myself and my car. I filled my car up to the brim with all of my stuff that I needed. Obviously, no furniture or anything. I was like, I'll buy a mattress and things when I get there, but all clothes, Xbox, all of that stuff. So I packed my car up, bought the ticket, drove to Virginia where the launch is. So drove to Virginia, got there at 11 when boarding wasn't until 5, but there was a huge line. So I was one of the first like 40 people there in line. And so I did that. It was 15 hours. It was supposed to be about 10, but there's train traffic. Never heard of such thing, but I guess there's train traffic. That's my luck. But welcome to Florida. There's traffic here all the time. Same in PA. 22 sucks. Anyway, so then I got down here, landed, drove 3 hours to over here to that's when I lived in Sarasota. So I've been everywhere. But and where I sell real estate right now is all the way down to Venice, Newport, or Venice, Northport area, all the way up to Newport Richie, even Clearwater, Waimama. I could do real estate anywhere. That's the point of that. But I want to help people move down here. I want to make it a simple process because I did it mainly the second time I did it by myself, and I had 15 days to do it, and I figured it out. So either you can do that yourself, which I don't recommend. It was very stressful. That's why I'm losing my hair and wearing a hat. Or you can use an agent who has done it before, and it goes for any state. I can help you in any state move down here. It doesn't have to be Pennsylvania. It's just where I was from. Again, go Birds. Um, but the moving is the same process, same steps. We have checklists. I have checklists for you. It'll be good. I promise you that. So yeah, so that was wild. And starting over is pretty crazy. I am blessed by God. I found my wife, Nicole, and my dog, Molly, Cat, Luna, and we, are living our best lives. But I'm grateful to have that and have Nicole uh, have my back during real estate. Because if there's anybody out there that wants to get into real estate, know that you need to have a support system. Didn't have a support system the first time around and wasn't good. So this time around, I have the best support system, and I'm doing this full force. So I'm going to make them proud, and that's a goal of mine. Besides my goal of helping 30 plus families this year, the first goal is to make my family proud. So I'm excited to do that. But yeah, so again, if you had if you're looking to get into real estate and have any questions, feel free to let me know. Shout out to my cousin David. He just passed his real estate course and exam in North Carolina, so he's going to be the newest North Carolina agent out there. So if you're looking to buy in the Winston-Salem area, I know a great agent for you. And he's backed up by another great agent. Yes, I'll pat myself on the back. Not many people do. When you're good at something, pat yourself on the back for it. And that goes to you, the listeners, the watchers. What are you good at? I want you to tell me what you're good at. DM me what you're good at, and I'll make sure to pat you on the back and shout you out when I can. So yeah, so if there was advice that I would give anybody to building a strong support system, it would be make sure you're honest and open about everything. So real estate, you're probably if you're not working another job, you're not going to see a check for your first 30 to 60 days, unless you have a cash buyer that calls you day one and they're like, hey, I want to buy something within the next 20 days. Boom, okay, you have something. But just know, usually within the next 60 to 90 days, because again, what you do now in these 30 days reflects in real estate the next 30 or 60 days, um, which is okay. That's the beauty of real estate. Um, and things come up, things happen, and things change on the dime. So that is the best part. Yeah. So I'm just seeing if anybody there's the rest of the questions that I covered. I'm pretty sure I answered everything. There's one: when people look at your life in 20 years, what do you hope they say about you? I hope they say that I was a family-driven, faith-driven man who gave back to his family and his community and helped people grow, personally and mentally and spiritually. So yeah, so that's what I look forward to, and I'm excited to help again 30 plus families this year and growing that every year. Building my team, I'm going to be building the Berlin group, so I'll be building that. Uh, but until then, I'm here ready to rock and roll, work hard every day, film these episodes for you. Again, right now, these will be 10, 15-minute episodes. I know it might be boring just listening to me, but I will have guests on. I will have people on to listen, and I'll be in an actual studio soon. We have one at the office. Again, KW St. Pete, what up? But I appreciate it. And hey, if you know anybody looking to buy or sell within the next 60 days to next 9 months, let me know. I'd love to help them out. Again, it's always sunny with Brad, and you all have a blessed day.